Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens show. This is episode 166. You rocking with the number one podcast in Western New York. It is me, the Don Dada of all Dons. Hello. In front of me, I have
Nature Boy!
Nature Boy. You know what time it is. You know what we do here. We talk our shit and move the, you know what I'm saying, do what we got to do during the week. Boom, boom, bada, bing. But before I start this video, please and thank you, go ahead and do these 3 easy steps. Number 1, like this video. Number 2, subscribe. Number 3, go ahead and hit that bell, a ring-a-ding-ding, so you can get all of our notifications whenever we post. And also, it should be in the description. Go ahead and click that link so you can go ahead and tap over to locals.com. If you guys want to go ahead and flip over some coins for us and help us out, it'll be greatly appreciated. Easy peasy. On top of your lemon squeezy.
Wow, that's the quickest we did
Oh, yeah.
the intro in a while.
Just did, you know.
Yeah, we
Just rolled it.
we've been slacking lately.
Just rolled the ball
Yeah.
on her head.
Well, since we're doing everything, so according to the books, how was your week?
Shit. Last weekend, my friends threw a 2-day event, so that was all right. I got really drunk Saturday. I actually had to clean out my car because of that. Yeah.
You threw up?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then...
Your new car at that.
Yeah, I never threw up in my other car either.
So you already starting off on a bad?
Yep. And then Sunday was just bad. And then Monday was bad. Tuesday wasn't the worst. I mean, for us, today is Thursday. For you guys, who the fuck knows? But Wednesday, horrible, but it still wasn't great. But and then today's today, you know. I got Saints Row this week, so that game isn't horrible. It isn't great, but it isn't horrible.
Yeah, the reviews I saw quickly. They're actually pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, but although it is a reboot, so who knows? I like the storyline though, kinda. I don't like the first mission, but everything else is pretty cool.
Okay, well, hey, to each their own.
Yeah, the play style is the same as the other Saints Row, so the build-up is getting there, I guess.
How are the graphics and the...
Graphics isn't bad. I do, however, like the concept of they kept in mind for streamers that they can turn off the copyrighted music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So, like, people that actually stream a lot or famous YouTubers, whatever, they can just turn it off and then just play music that's in the game.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's pretty cool.
Are other games doing that, by the way?
No.
Wow, so that is...
That's why it was pretty cool, because a lot of online games isn't like that. And it should be like that.
No, it should.
For streamers, so they won't
have
up their videos.
Yeah, or they have to mute the audio, and then
exactly.
You can't hear the gameplay.
Now you got to listen to... Like, I forgot what game or who I was watching, but they was playing this game, and they had to keep muting the music. And it was just a terrible gameplay, because it was like all you hear is him, and then you hear the sound effects of the game while he's in the car. Like some of the parts,
but it sounds like a DJ scratching the record to where it's like on and off with the mute.
No, it's just he had to mute the music, like the car music, and overall.
So how are you hearing anything?
You're hearing the sound effects outside of the car. Like you can hear the car driving, you can hear people in the background, you can hear the shooting.
But did he do that, or did the game allow him to do that?
He had to, because if he didn't, because it was like...
Yeah, so doesn't it sound like the audio is going in and out then?
No. He just had to turn the music off.
Not the sound effects. So just...
Yeah, like
what game was it? Music. Like a Grand Theft Auto game or something?
I really forgot what game it was. But it was like one of those games where you get in the car, drive around and stuff. You can get out and the music and everything was fine, but you had to turn it off during like the drives.
Mm.
It was horrible. Oh, it's kind of like GTA, but it's the Chinese. It was like a Chinese one. I forgot what it's called.
I know
What is it called?
from 2013,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming the remastered for the 8th generation.
Wow, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like it wasn't the Yakuza.
No, it was from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I know that I don't give a fuck enough to look it up.
Yeah.
You got a phone, so if you want
I
to.
can't remember. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot what it's called. But anyways, yeah, he had to keep turning off the music because it was like copyrighted music on there. And it was like all you had to. So he had to like drag out him talking throughout the drives.
Yeah.
It was shit.
I'm sorry, bro. Just this week. This
How
is
was your
the
week?
this is the first week in a long time where it's just you ever have a day that more or less the entire day is great, but there's this one moment situation that you didn't execute as well as you wanted to. And in that moment, it didn't seem that bad, but then the following day, it kind of sneaks up on you. And then, at least for the following week, that one ill proper decision keeps haunting you for the rest of the week. Have you ever had a situation like that?
When me and my girlfriend argues. That's probably the best way I can explain it.
Okay, well, that's something to that degree, and it's just this every preceding day since then, that one moment is just it keeps creeping up and it's getting bigger and bigger, and this week is just I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm no longer doing that. That's weak sauce, but it just
Is it?
I knew what to do. I knew I should have done it a different way, yet for whatever reason, because the rest of the day was going so great,
Yeah.
I got lazy, I guess. I didn't time it right, and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And then every day since then, it's that thing that just keeps
Creeping up.
yeah.
Like I could have did better.
Yeah. Like this is the best way to put it. Any movie where you know you're supposed to kill a hero and the villain doesn't kill a hero for whatever dumb bullshit made up reason to keep the plot going, and then what ends up happening? The hero comes back, kills the villain. That's my dilemma. I was beating the hero's entire body into the ground, but he still had a breath. And instead of giving him that extra punch, or better yet, that extra bullet shot to just put him out.
All.
Yes, I didn't do that. That was my Friday. All I needed was one extra punch. And not only would my Friday have been perfect, right now, I'm just feeling amazing. It's like, yes, Francis, you did that. You're living up to what you expect yourself to be. And instead, no, now I'm getting my face pounded in because I was the dumbass who was like, oh, it's only one punch. I already gave him 99 punches. What's a 100 punch? And now that 100 punch that I did not throw is now fucking coming back to me. And I'm just...
It's like, remember when you hit me 99 times? Bitch, you get another 99 plus that.
that extra one. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to process a lot of stuff. It's... life really is...
a bundle of sticks.
Life is a faggot. You ever hear that saying? At the end of the day, it's all about equilibrium and being even kill, to where you never get overexcited for the highs and you never get too down for the lows. I'm doing my best to try to find that equilibrium right now, and it's just it's difficult.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Well, to lift the spirits in here.
Okay.
I watched Dragon Ball Z.
By the way, I hate that title.
What?
Dragon Ball Super. No, Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Yeah.
Not. Why didn't you just call it Dragon Ball Super Hero? That would have been catchy.
Should have just yeah.
I just hate that name, bro.
Yeah, I do hate it, but I don't hate the movie.
Where does it rank in those movies?
10 out of 10.
So it's the best one yet?
Yes. Oh my God.
Better than the Broly one?
Okay. I won't say it's completely better than Broly, because somebody else asked me this. I won't say it's completely better than Broly, but to see the growth of Dragon Ball Z movies to what it is now.
I'm assuming the budget and the animation.
Bro.
Wow, it's that
Anime
good.
in general has came a long way because they have more supporters to watch, and like within the last 5 years, I would say their growth in anime has
blown
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So like now they have the money and budget to do what they want to do, and they are taking advantage.
Wow, it's that epic.
Yes, like the graphics in that, like the artwork graphics in that movie is outstanding, bro. Like outstanding.
That phenomenal.
Yes, bro. Like I will go see that movie 2-3 more times just because of the artwork.
Wow.
Bro, I am not kidding.
That actually makes me want to see it.
Like it's ridiculous, bro. Like you could have swore it was a video game.
Oh, is that smooth?
Yes. It was smooth as hell, bro. And then like the storyline, it was a few times where I thought the movie was going to end, but I was like, I know this movie's like 2 hours long.
So is it a new villain?
Not exactly, but it is a new villain, but it's not a new villain.
Okay.
It's
Is it a twist on the old villain? Or is it like a combination of a new and old?
new and old.
Okay.
So it's like I'm going to just give you the base storyline. The base storyline of it is, I don't know if you remember Dr. Gero.
Yes, I do.
Him. The base storyline is his grandson.
I thought he was an android.
Dr. Gero was a human before he became an android.
Oh, so his human grandson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like that going up. I don't want to tell the exact plot, but
and I'm assuming he makes a new villain.
He makes androids, just like his.
Oh, that's creative.
It is, but his androids is better.
Okay. Yeah, because
and he's younger.
In the Dragon Ball universe, somehow everything gets better.
Yeah. You know. I don't want to tell you the main enemy because that is a huge spoiler.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Does it turn out Trunks is an android?
No. But you do see Teen Trunks.
Oh, bro, Teen Trunks is the best.
And Teen Goten.
Oh, I don't ever recall Teen Goten.
Exactly, because it was only in GT.
Oh, because now Baby Trunks is grown up. So it's not the Teen Trunks we know. It's the Teen Trunks of the Baby Trunks. Oh, okay.
That's why I like this storyline because it's finally like
that means Gohan is this more or less the same age as the old Gohan from.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. But this is why I like the storyline finally because they're finally progressing into GT, but it's not GT.
Yeah, after what? By the fourth film. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It took long enough.
Yeah, it took you guys long enough. You guys restarted Dragon Ball Z like a bunch of times.
I don't care what anybody says, bro. The villains for GT are still dope.
I like GT in general. GT was fire.
Dude, you remember how we used to have those movie nights? And
like I will say there's a lot of stuff in GT that could have skipped. A lot of shit in there they could have skipped. The main enemies, the first main enemy was terrible. I don't really exactly remember who it was.
Wasn't the first main enemy Baby?
It was somebody before that.
Oh, okay. Then I don't remember either.
And then it was Baby, and then Baby Vegeta. Mm-hmm. And then that progressed up.
And then there was Super Android 17.
Super Android 17. Android 17, that they bringing that in also, bringing that back also. Supposedly Android 17 has like some power up.
Okay.
But it's in the actual TV series.
Yo, do you remember the stuff from Hell in GT? There was like a few episodes where all the previous villains come back.
Yeah.
It's like Hell's a Reckoning or something.
Bro.
And then the Omega Shenron, like all those, each ball had its own
the own dragon or whatever.
And then when they come together and made the Omega
Shenron, bro. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait. That's all I have to say. Dragon Ball Super, the owner, he's pushing his limit, and I like it. I love it.
I'm glad to hear that, bro.
I'm loving it. Man, and Broly was in this movie, but for a short time. I mean, like, he didn't. It's not like he wasn't
cameo.
Yeah, but no. He's in. Like, he's officially a part of Dragon Ball's like Super.
Oh wow!
Like, officially now.
There's so many people.
And I love that for him, because like now he's not the enemy. Now he's the companion.
No, that's good.
I love that because Broly's my favorite. I would like to see Broly progress into something powerful, but something like he can maintain. Like that's actually one of the things in there.
Broly's a true man.
Broly is a caveman. Yes, a true man, because cavemen are technically the root of real man. So he is a caveman in a new world. That is like the best.
Well, he looks sexier than I would imagine cavemen's look too. He doesn't have the hair everywhere.
Handsome. Yeah.
He doesn't look unsophisticated.
Nope. He's straight muscle. Like, he did everything.
He looks like a bodybuilder when you think about it.
He is completely.
Well, to be fair, all the Dragon Ball fighters are.
They do, but he's like he's the most muscular, like defined, I would say. Definitely. But yeah, Gohan got a new transformation. I am so happy for him. His transformation, oh my God, bro. It looks amazing.
Oh, it does?
Amazing.
Gohan is a bitch.
Piccolo got a new transformation too.
I love Piccolo, so let's go.
He changed his color, I should say. He's not green,
What's up with this green racism out here, man? He can't stay with his green and purple?
I don't know what it is, but his new transformation, he changed
You're
color.
not impressed?
No, not at all.
I could tell by the expression.
Not at all. But I will say he's finally... It took him long enough to fucking get stronger, I'll tell you that. Like, Piccolo has been one of the main characters in Dragon Ball Z since Dragon Ball.
Yeah, the OG.
Yeah, so it's like, it took them... And he only had a power-up, I think... No, I'm lying.
He's had multiple power-ups.
Yeah, I was about to say 2, but I think it's 3.
Yeah. So this is his 4th.
No, this is his 3rd.
Because he had the one on Frieza when he joined forces with that one dude. Then
I forgot about him. Nell.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But yeah, he got that power-up. He got the power-up when he became Kami. Yep. Or him and Kami.
Well, technically, this would be his... Because he got a power-up in GT, but that doesn't count then.
Yeah, that don't count. This is technically that GT power-up.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, I'm stoked for Dragon Ball Super Season 2.
But this is the thing, though. If Piccolo really wanted to be an OG, he would just go to Namek and just consume everybody.
Oh, yeah. Or he can consume Dende. Dende is still alive, and he's like the new Kami.
Yeah, that is right.
All he got to do is consume Dende. Him and Dende just come one. He's OP.
Yo, quick question. Do you know what this means?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Daniel playing the game. Mom walks in thinking he's watching a video. Controller in hand.
Oh, yeah.
You give her the look?
Yeah.
Because she thought God of War was a movie?
Was it God of War? Yeah. Was it God of War?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she thought it was like a TV show or something.
Yeah, that is right.
And then I looked at her because she didn't pay attention and see I had a controller in my hand.
Did we watch? Yeah, that is right. And you just gave her the look like, uh-huh.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, you're playing the game. Yeah.
What's white guys crumping like black dudes with small dicks?
What? I have no clue what that is.
White guys crumping, ... like black dudes with small dicks.
I don't know where the small dicks come from. White guys crumping like black dudes is, I don't know. I have no clue.
Okay. I just found that lying around. I didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, you lost me on that one, bucko.
With small dicks, I don't know. Does that mean they're doing more than they have to if you got a small dick? Like, so they're more exaggerate with their crumping?
It could mean that, but I have no clue.
Because you know the saying, if a dude has a big ass car, especially if it's over exaggerated, it's because he got a small dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need something to overpower it or to feel more like.
Yeah. So does that mean people with trucks, they normally have smaller dicks?
I don't know.
Because I
wouldn't say all, but it's probably probably common.
That would be a nice study to overgo.
It'd probably be like for their manhood or.
What do you think is a bigger factor, the size of the car or the price of the car? If you had size,
because the price of the car, you can get a Tesla. Teslas are small, but they're like 100 and something thousand.
So you think most people with Teslas got big dicks, or bigger dicks than people with trucks?
I do not know that. I don't know.
I don't know, man. If I had to put my money on it, a lot of people with Teslas got small dicks.
I mean, I know only females really that got.
Oh wow, they're balling out here. Do they have a Tesla because it's a Tesla, or do they have a Tesla because it's green?
They have a Tesla because it's a Tesla.
Okay. Don't mind that.
I don't know.
Oh, you know people with Teslas. Big baller.
I only know two.
That's two more than I know. Connections out here.
True.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
I love how people just assume stuff about you by just like what you say.
Me?
No. Well, yeah.
You talking about in general?
In general.
Okay.
Because you remember the whole thing with our side hustle that I was trying to do with some woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I talked to one woman and I said, yo, you should take this seriously and to make sure that you can benefit the most, let me be your manager. And then a whole bunch of messages are sent, and then the main thing is, oh, this is random. Why did you say this? And then I just say, you're an attractive woman and you also have a personality. Why not? And then all of a sudden, I don't get a response for a whole day.
By the way, from the person I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her. She just sucks at replying.
No, but this is the thing. Wait. Have they been on the podcast?
Yeah.
Did you invite them on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not talking about her.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she just. I mentioned you couldn't come to the meeting, and she just stopped responding. So you're going to have to work your magic with that. I think you have to be.
I think I already talked to her about it. I've seen her like a few times after that.
And what did she say?
I don't know, actually.
Well, you look for those messages, and then I'll keep explaining this story. And basically, when I first hit her up saying I should be your manager, she hit me up right away with 4 or 5 messages. So I respond within 10 minutes.
She said it depends.
Okay, well, let her know we need to have a meeting because, like, I have a plan in mind where she won't have to do anything unnecessary, but I really believe it's the most beneficial long term wise. So definitely get on that, bro. And then when both of you are available, let me know. Okay? And I'm being serious right now. The point, getting back to the story, she replies immediately. I reply within 10 minutes after that. And then she doesn't reply for a day. And then when she replies, it's this long-ass fucking message about how would we be involved because from my point of view, this is just soliciting and
We're pimping you out. That's what it sounds like.
but this is the thing that's so crazy is that when I say it's like 5+ sentences, she finishes the message by saying, "It sounds to me like you're trying to be my manager." And I'm just thinking in my head, did I not say I want to be your manager?
You did.
And then, but this is the thing, is that I responded politely and correctly saying, no, this is not what you think. You're not going to be selling your body because that's not what I want to do.
Right.
And she's making it seem like I'm trying to fucking get free shows from, like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Is this somebody I know?
Yes, you know.
Somebody I invited to the show?
No.
No. I haven't invited them to the show.
No, you haven't.
Is it somebody I showed you?
Let's say it's somebody we both know.
We both know.
Yes.
Holy shit. I'm lost.
Good. Keep it that way. And the point is that, dude, something must have happened. She must have talked to some of her friends, or her man must have seen her or something, because the first 4 messages, positivity, all this stuff. I respond in a positive light with like straight up legit positive attributes about why you should do this.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I get a hostile message out of nowhere? I don't know. It's just... Bro, I just don't like people, man. I just don't.
Me either. That is definitely true. Okay. I was thinking that. Okay.
It makes sense though, right?
Yeah. I was thinking it too for a little bit.
But
Then you said I didn't invite her to it. I'm like, oh, okay.
But this is the crazy part about all this, is that she literally gives money to a man who doesn't do shit for her, besides give her dick. And this is how I know the concept of... You remember how I said a few episodes back? Women want attention, and they get attention through sex. Men want sex, so they give attention. The only thing this dude is giving her is legit dick, which is a form of attention, and she's basically paying for it. And I'm coming with in a professional light, with a business opportunity, trying to make you money, which you're supposedly all about making money, and then I get this fucking disrespect? I don't know, dude. It's just...
Bitches ain't shit balls and tricks.
A lot of people just aren't what they say they're about.
That is true. That is true.
They're go on social media. They're go to these major crowded events portraying something, and who knows if that's what they want to be or not. But at the end of the day, when it comes to putting your actions and your foot behind what you're speaking, they don't want to do it.
True.
To be fair, I understand from a perspective of that does take trust and stuff, which is why I want you to do the
meeting.
Yes, because you're the trust factor.
That's true. I mean, I talked to her. She seemed like she was somewhat down to a
certain extent. Yeah.
But I don't know exactly what you was trying to do, so I couldn't really explain much.
Yeah, and you don't explain that shit through text. That has to be face to face.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, that happened this week too. It's just, dude,
let's just get a group of girls and do it. Let's at least start off with like 2 or 3. Let's say 3.
Dude, I agree with you.
But only thing is, like, I have the idea of who. It's just one probably isn't going to be consistent.
But that's why because this is, at the end of the day, everybody wants to make money, right?
Yeah.
It just, it's that combination of trust and the value.
Yeah.
They need to trust whoever's involved, and we have to show them the value of it. But we also have to, since since they're nobodies, we're nobodies, you have to build up the right way and do it slowly. But this is the thing. There's so many desperate guys out there.
Yeah.
And most of the desperate guys already have women. But they're not getting the attention. Dude, you know what's worse than getting no pussy?
What?
It's having pussy in the house and not getting pussy.
Having access to it. That's what you're saying? Having access to
Having
it but not getting it.
The illusion of access. You think it's access, but every time you try to get it, you get denied.
Oh, yeah, that is worse.
That is worse. What's worse than no attention? And when I say no attention, I mean you're isolated. What's worse than that? Being in a crowd of people and you still feel isolated. That's worse. And me and you both know this. Yes, those lonely nights in our bedrooms, those are bad. But you know what feels worse than that? When you're in a crowd of people, be it a party, whatever you want to pick the event, and you still feel alone. Because now that's a true issue. Now it's just not a physical thing. Now you know it's a mental. Because that starts fucking with you on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
And the key thing is you need the combination. You need an attractive person with the personality. That's the key. That's the key. In worst case scenario, this is where the trust comes in. When they're doing this, that's why one of us will be around and we tell them what to say. Because we know what men want. Deep down, we know what men want. Yes, superficial, we want to bust a nut, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in a house with a woman, and no matter how often she's given the pussy, if she's not listening to you, and this is another thing too, and you know, well, you understand this, you don't know this. Would you rather get no pussy but have respect of women, or get pussy and they treat you like a bitch?
If I had to choose.
Don't fail me, bro. What would you choose?
It would be the respect.
Okay.
Sadly.
You were scaring me, but I agree, sadly, too. No, I agree. I really do agree.
No pussy, but respect? You might as well break up with me. What the fuck? What the fuck?
The reason why I put it like that, I would rather be in a sexless marriage where my woman is adding value to me in every area but sex than be in a marriage where I'm getting all the sex in the world, but my woman is consistently disrespecting me in one manner or another. Because what does the pussy mean if she's fucking other men? Or what does the pussy mean if she's always shutting you down in public?
That's when you gotta slap her across the face with your dick, you know? You gotta show her you're the big dog.
But wouldn't you make the case most of those men aren't the big dog, or they're
not? But like sooner or later, they get to that point. I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them, they have to get to that point, and you have to realize you are the big dog. You know, especially if you got somebody you're paying all the bills, she barely works. Especially if she's like a housewife, all she do is take care of the kids, which is her like.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not. But I'm saying, like, if
you're
a housewife,
bossing you around.
Yeah, if you're a housewife and you're paying all the bills, and she just sits around clean and and watch the kids, then she needs to, you're the provider. She needs to respect that, or get the fuck on.
No, I agree about that.
But yeah, that's. But not getting pussy and getting the respect is still sad in some type of way. Because think about it. You have a nice, good day. You know, you guys are good. You get in bed. You're horny. You try to touch and fill up on her. And she's like, you know, baby, I love you. But today's not a good day. Now you're being an asshole because it's like, when is a good day? Because you won't give it up. And then it's, it goes to Well, she can still calm it down, but it's like,
I'm not even talking about that though. I'm talking about the marriages that end up being non-passionate but still respectful, to where it's divorce or anything like that. I don't know. It's just my mind is so fucking so warped. It's when I don't know. I don't even know how to put this. It's
I'm gonna say you sound like you're all over the place.
the the only thing that truly matters from my perspective, because now everything fucking matters, is respect. Let me put it like this. Have you had sex with more women because they liked you or because they respected you?
That's a good question.
Because if I look back in my past,
I honestly don't know.
all the women who knew me and I fucked, you could make the case they actually hated me. But so why did they keep fucking me? Besides the sex being good, it was some form of respect.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
So, dude,
I won't say they hate me, but I will say I guess they respect me.
they respect you more than they like you.
Yeah.
Is that a better way to put it?
Yeah, but the question was, do I think I had sex with them more if I liked them or if they
no, they had sex with you. Have you had sex with more women because they liked you or because they respected you?
Oh, I don't know. Truthfully, it's a good question. I do not know.
The reason why I'm thinking like
I think it's
this,
because of respect, though, mostly.
I would agree because you're a man.
I would say, or I try to be
Well, given
an honest one at least.
given your the way you were raised and your circumstances, bro, I'm very proud of you.
Appreciate it.
No, I truly am. I don't even know how I don't even know how I am, bro. It's so the way I was such a badass kid. I don't even know. My mind doesn't make sense to me. The only thing that makes sense to me is that I know I have attention disorder. In terms of attention disorder, in terms of everything's always racing on my mind. That's why I have to focus on stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's just, if you read a book about me, not saying a deep, but a kid's book, and it's like, he didn't learn to read until he was in second grade, but then he's valedictorian of his high school, but then he wants to drop out of college, and the only reason why he stayed in is because the respect for his mom, but he disrespects women. It's just, my entire life is a contradiction.
It is. Me thinking about it now, like the way you put it. Yeah.
But just imagine, to some degree, you know how my mind works, because when we've had our deep conversations, not saying I ramble, but I'm sporadic.
Yeah.
But right now, we have a goal in mind, and dude, it's just little shit. Like, nobody takes accountability anymore, bro. And it's one thing if you're not taking accountability and I don't have to pay for that. Like, did you hear about what Biden wants to do next year?
Mm.
The 10 to 20 grand of student loans being wiped out?
I wish.
So if
Could take care of my loans, please.
well, if he gets what he wants, you won't have to worry about it. It's 10 to 20 grand. Dead ass.
Just give me 10.
And my thing is that people don't realize we're already dealing with inflation.
Although gas has went down
Oh yeah, until
by like 16 cents.
until the elections. You think it's a coincidence that the elections are coming up and now gas is, and then the moment the elections are over, you think gas is going to stay down?
I just want it below $5, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Now it's below 450. Thank the Lord.
Exactly. That's a huge thing.
I know it's a huge thing, but
$30 goes a long way again. Yeah, I know. The struggle is real.
have you ever heard the saying, it's better be hated than loved?
Yeah.
I really believe in that. I'm not now in a perfect world.
I don't really know the true meaning of it, though.
Well, the true meaning is that
I hate you for who you are, but
it's another way. It's a more hostile way of saying it's better to be feared than respected.
it's better to have power than to be weak.
Whoa, that's an obvious one.
That's basically what you just said.
No. Because the saying
Fear is power.
fear is power, but depending
Love
is power too.
weak, apparently. Love is weak.
The issue with love is that even though it doesn't go with the saying, you need love and respect.
True.
Because if you have one without the other, it's too easy to be corrupt. Because as much as people want to say it, if no matter how much you love somebody, unless you have a true connection to them, it's easy to say, "Oh, I'll give you a certain amount," or "I do this for you." Just come to my side.
Come to the dark side. I'm the villain, but like I could be a hero.
I don't think you're a villain, bro.
Okay, anti-hero. I'm Black Adam.
Black Adams. If anybody's Black Adam, I'm Black Adam because I would do some Black Adam shit.
I'm telling you, I'm Black Adam.
So you out here willing to take some lives?
Oh yeah, but like for a good cause. You know, if I had to save the world, but like one, okay, let's say a nuke is dropping, but it's 2 nukes.
Okay.
You know, the one nuke is going to kill 60 million,
Okay.
but the other nuke will hit the Earth's core and blow up the whole world. I'm going to save that one nuke that's going to blow up the whole world.
That's
Unless within those 60 million is somebody I care for.
But then they're
Then
going
the
to
world
die.
got to go.
But everybody's going to die.
You know?
But what if it's this hypothetical? The nuke that blows up the world or the nuke that blows up the 60 million? But the nuke that blows up the 60 million are only the most purest of heart.
Oh, yeah, they can go.
So you're going to have a world left with nothing but the most non-pure individuals?
Well, hey, it'll still be a world, and it's something we can build. We can build shit with evil people, you know? Evil people are smart.
Yeah, they're smart, but that's why we have this shithole that we do now.
This is true. But we have a stable...
Is this stable?
I was like second guessing it when I said it. But like we have
A
something.
consistent?
We have something.
We
all
have
right?
something.
Capitalism. That's all I got.
Dude, I just don't understand how people are so easily corrupted.
Money.
But
Money can change anybody. And if that one person that can't be changed by money can be corrupted by fear.
But this is the thing. Money wouldn't corrupt me. Money would just allow me to finally be who I want to be.
But fear can corrupt you. If somebody kidnaps your mom and you have nothing to do to save her, you're going to do whatever you got to do to save your mom.
But what am I costing to save her?
No, that is whoever the kidnapper is.
Because if it's costing everything I built up for, and if my goal
If
is...
somebody say, I got your mom hostage, give me your business,
So my life...
your life's work, are you not going to save your mom?
I just don't like that concept because how often do you end up saving the person anyways? So now you lost the person and you gave up everything.
But you can build what you already build. You can build up again regardless.
But what I'm trying to say is in order to keep what you have to like corrupt yourself in order to keep it. That's what I'm saying.
Not exactly.
But that's what all these big people are doing.
That's because they already had a plan to corrupt.
Yeah, so they were phony.
Or was they truly themselves already?
But how could they have truly been themselves if they were preaching a message that they're no longer preaching?
You can preach a message that you subliminally meant.
Yeah, but let's say your message is to make the most free speech software of all time, and you keep saying that when you're on the down, but the moment you're on the up, you start canceling people. How are you living up to your word about making the most free speech platform of all time?
LeBron James. No, LeBron's pretty good with that.
No, LeBron James is a huge hypocrite, so I agree with that sentiment. You can't talk about anything in America when you support China and what they're doing to all their people. The moment one person is shot, oh, America is the worst place to live. But why the fuck you here then? Give back all the money you made. That's what I'm saying. Dude, if people really listen
has, though.
to his own school, which he gets tax deductions for. Like, that's the thing people don't realize. Like, all these things.
He still has to keep a stable family.
Yeah, but how is he doing it? Where is he doing it? In America. Like, he's talking about decentralized police, but you have personal bodyguards, bro. I'm not making $50 million a year, so I can't afford personal bodyguards. How am I supposed to get safety? Oh, let me think. Police officers.
Police officers ain't shit, though.
Yeah, but this is the thing, bro. If there's no police officers whatsoever, do you think society would be as...
No, I'm not saying police officers can just go to hell. I'm not saying that, but it is... Police officers are also corrupted.
Yeah, but everybody's corrupted.
True. But
what makes police officers corrupt?
If you go by the law and you're supposed to keep the people safe and you're not keeping the people safe, then why are you a police officer?
Okay, but what's the stat that we're going by? Like, how many people they shoot?
How many people they harm just because in general? If you're going to arrest somebody, you should... I seen a video the other day. It was a white guy talking back to the police officer, blah, blah, blah. Free speech.
Okay.
So you can say whatever. Truthfully, you can say whatever you want. Now, police officer, of course, you're going to take offense if it's something personal. Or not even personal. You're just going to take offense if he's getting disrespectful. Now, that is totally fine. You can arrest him still. You can arrest him, but you can't hold him off of anything. It's free speech.
Okay.
Why does it take 3 police officers to get down one guy? Not only it takes 3 police officers to get down one guy. One guy has his knee on his neck while he's beating him in the face. Another one is beating him, kicking him to his body. And another one is trying to arrest him.
Okay, so one thing, no matter what, if that video is not edited in any degree, I agree. But my second question is, do we factor in all... If we're viewing that incident as a number, right? So that's one bad number. And then all the other numbers are similar incidents, right? Are we factoring how low of a percent this actually occurs when you consider all the interactions police have? Because my question is, why do we do this for police forces, but we don't criticize any other industry to the same degree? Because if you look in the hospital industry, going by what their job is to save lives. If you actually look at the numbers of how many people that go in and end up dying from a procedure that is supposed to be, quote unquote, a guaranteed safe procedure, those number of bad incidences are 100-fold from a bad incidence with the cops. Yeah, we never criticize doctors and nurses. We never criticize people who are filling out prescriptions for all these overdoses.
That's true. It's definitely true. But they don't also they're supposed to try and save lives. So don't get me wrong on that. But police officers are supposed to protect. They don't protect. At least not to the standards they're supposed to.
I think this is very skewed by the negative video we see.
The numbers are increasing, though. Even if it is a low percentage, the numbers, regardless, is increasing throughout the years. It's becoming more and more common.
Is it more and more common the video being shown, or is it more and more common because you're actually looking at the numbers? Because if you look, the numbers I looked at from 2018 to 2020, the only year that it increased was 2020, and that was because the interactions between police and people increased. It didn't increase in terms of percent. It increased in pure numbers because interactions increased. If you actually look at police violence over the decades, it's decreased by numbers. I'm not saying video, it hasn't increased. If people really think in the 1990s police officering was safer and better than in 2020,
it definitely wasn't. It was worse.
So why are people saying it's getting worse now then? It got worse because for a year.
It's something that it goes by generation. Obviously, the people who was young in the 90s aren't going to see it as much. But once you get older, you start to realize more and more, of course.
Yeah.
So especially me, I would say, over time, I realized since I was 13 that cops just isn't shit. They naturally go out their way just to pick reasons damn near to arrest you. It's cops that will just drive right by you, but yet turn around and question you just because you look suspicious, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, because they're doing their job, supposedly. But at the same time, just because you give a smart remark like, mind your business, now all of a sudden I'm on the ground face first on the pavement because I said mind your business, which you should have did in the first place.
I'm not saying I disagree, but at the same time, if this was a different era and a person with a gun is walking up to you, and let's say they have the right because they're protecting this property, and you say, mind your business. If that motherfucker shoots me, and this is the 1700s, I'm not going to fucking haunt him as a ghost because this was his area of whatever you want to fucking call it, and he had the gun. A lot of respect has been lost, bro. I'm not, like, for example, I don't give a fuck about police officers because everything that's going on right now that has nothing to do with racism. It's just the way that I don't like police officers because I believe they're a form of the government to keep people in their place. It has nothing to do about race. It's all about class. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But if a police officer pulls me over, I'm not going to fucking tell him, mind your own business. It's ways to play the game. If a police officer pulls you, like, for example, bro, if you talk to your son, right, because he did something that you're just curious about, he's in a place he shouldn't be, right? Mm-hmm. And you talk to him, and he tells you, mind your business, what the fuck are you going to do? I'm going to smack the shit out of him. Why the fuck are you talking to either an older person, your elder, or a person with more authority, and in this case, both, with that fucking respect? Back then, just 10 years ago, if you talk to a person who was older than you, especially if it was somebody your parents respected, what's happening to you? You're getting your ass whooped. But now, because there's some self-entitlement and cops are getting a bad rep, mind your business? Oh, I wonder why they're fucking you up. Because if it was a parent, they would be fucking you up. So it's okay for parents to do that, but not the cops? I'm just saying.
But it's a respect thing, like you said. You're gonna respect your parent more so than respect a cop, a random cop at that.
Not me. I talk to cops in a better manner than I talk to any other adult.
Why?
You know why? Because they have authority that other cops, other individuals don't have.
Exactly. They also have the authority to just do random shit to you just so they can have you in custody.
But can I ask you this question? Of all these videos you see, how many of them is the person being respectful the entire time? So, like, for example, all these chases where the cops are saying, stop, stop, stop. I'm not saying it's a 100%, but a lot of these videos could be avoided if you listen exactly to what the cops say. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying you have to respect them. But, bro,
If you going off of that, then take away free speech.
take away free speech. What does that have to do with anything?
Because you can say whatever you want to say. It's in the law that you can say whatever you want to say.
People get free speech mixed up with being able to do whatever you want. You still have free speech to say whatever you want. But depending who you say it to.
So it's okay. It's not okay.
I'm not saying, for example, if you go up to the president and say, I'm going to kill you, you have the free speech to say that.
Yeah.
But what the fuck do you expect is going to happen if you say, I'm going to kill the president? They're going to fucking arrest you because it's a threat. They're not taking away free speech.
But I'm saying, off of what I said, walking down the street, cop turns around just because you're looking suspicious, and I say, mind your business. How is that a threat, a hostile, like...
My question is if a person you respected came to you and thought you were a different person and said, what are you doing? And before they recognized who you were, but you recognized them, you're going to tell them mind their business?
Depending on who it is.
There's systems out here. You need to know how to play them. I don't feel sorry for people who don't know how to play the system.
Sure. But at the same time, just because the numbers isn't accurate, just because it's not on the media, doesn't mean it's not true.
But bro, whenever anything bad happens with a cop, it's always on the media.
But that's what makes the changes, because it's on the media. More than half of the stuff isn't caught on media. But as soon as it is, then it becomes a huge problem.
Bro, do you think they give a fuck about that shit?
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. But
they
at the
just
same
do it
time,
for views.
I'm pretty sure. But once again, I'm just like in the 90s, or you can see it on a cop. It's TV shows that prove it. If a cop kill a person and it's not caught on camera, but the captain finds out, what he's going to do? Nothing. Cover your own shit up.
Okay, so
but as soon as it get caught on the media, and then all of a sudden the mayor or whoever else is involved, then they have to suspend. They have to go through the court. They got to go through all this extra shit.
So if I kill somebody,
but that's what I'm saying. But you're going off of numbers because of how the media is. If the media catches it,
no, the numbers have nothing to do with the media. The numbers are what the.
But it does. It goes off of the numbers that you see.
No, the numbers you look up are government-based numbers. To where if the media,
the government gonna lie regardless. You just said that. You said the police officers are government enforced to keep us in our place.
But you're getting confused just because it's on the media does or doesn't mean it's reported.
I'm saying that isn't reported. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but then you can't go by stuff that I can't go off. I don't know what's not reported. I'm just telling you what's reported. And I'm saying what's on the media is overblowing what's being reported and what's not being reported. That's all I'm saying.
Which adds up to our numbers, back to what I was saying.
Bro, I'm just going to say this out of respect. Look up. You just said the media is full of shit, yet you're buying into what the media is saying about cops.
True. But I'm saying it because...
When was the last time you saw the media report when a black cop killed a non-black person? Never. When did you ever see white-on-white crime? Never. When have you seen black-on-black crime?
White-on-white crime.
I'm talking about white-on-white non-police.
Oh, all the time.
You see that on the news?
I see it on social media in general.
But social media is social media. That's
media.
That's peer based. I'm saying what's the headlines, bro? Like, for example, when Black Lives Matter was going on, What were they? Were they talking about all the businesses being burned, or were they talking about the good stuff that they're doing?
I was talking about the businesses being burned.
That was the main story?
It wasn't the main story, but it was a story.
Okay.
It was also a story of how the police officer was beating the fuck out of the people. It was also black on black. It wasn't, at that time, it wasn't black on black crime, but it was also how businesses was being destroyed, black owned businesses also, considering it was a black movement.
Even though most of the people that was protesting weren't black. But okay.
That also. This is true.
It's coming from the same company that didn't give a dime back to the people they just bought houses with. I don't give a fuck what's on the news, bro. I don't care because it's all bullshit. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to keep voting people in that lie about everything they're going to say they're going to do, it's just, what are you doing? None of this matters.
I don't vote, so I don't care.
Okay, so I just want to end with a few things to think about. People keep talking about privacy. All this has to do with abortion. They're talking about privacy. What about privacy? Because abortion is supposedly private medical stuff. Yet, I just want to know why the message isn't consistent. When it comes to abortion, all of a sudden the government cares about privacy. But when it comes to the COVID shot, they don't give a fuck about your privacy in terms of it's mandatory to get vaxxed. So I just want people to think about mixed messaging, because be it if they're listening in on your phone calls, be it your internet searches, they don't give a fuck about your privacy. But the moment it comes to something that they think you actually care about, that's when privacy matters. The second thing is they consistently are, this has to do with the transgender movement, how they're consistently talking about kids, because there's certain states banning being able to turn your kid into the opposite sex now.
Yeah.
And there's people talking about kids, yet where are the same kids? I mean, where are the same people who care about the kids when it comes to abortion? If you really, like, my whole messaging is to be as consistent as possible. Now, we're human, just like everybody else, so of course everybody's going to have mix-ups, but as long as your actions are more consistent than your words, that's what matters, or your actions follow your words. But if you listen to a lot of these people, there's no consistent principles, and that's what matters with this, because when it comes to abortion, they're talking about, oh, you need abortion, you need the right to abortion because of privacy. Yet, in any other narrative, they don't give a fuck about your privacy. And then we literally just got done talking about abortion, and now they're talking about, oh, it's the kids' lives who are going to be ruined because they can't get a sex change surgery. Yet you were just talking about how abortions matter and people should have the right to get abortions up to 9 months. Some states allow you to get an abortion even after the kid is born. Literally, Cali will let you get, last time I checked, it was 1 day after the child is born. You could still abort a child that was born. But they care about
crazy.
But they care about the kids. And this is why all of the best rule of thumb, if the majority of politicians are backing something, you shouldn't back it.
Yeah.
So if they're backing actually getting rid of student loans, what's the hidden agenda behind that? Because they're not doing it because they care for you. If they're backing supporting abortion, by the way, I believe in abortion. Women should have the right for abortion under certain circumstances. But if the mass majority of politicians are backing abortion, well, I'm not going to be backing the form of abortion they are, because there's a hidden agenda. And to be straight up honest, I hope I am consistent. And if I'm not consistent, I want you to check me. That's the whole point of having a friend. That's the whole point of having a brother. That's the whole point of having a business partner.
Yeah.
So when I'm not consistent, I hope you do check me because that's the whole point of having a tight circle, right? But I don't understand how, like, for example, the woman who's in charge of the Congress people, she does not even make $500,000 a year on her salary. She's worth $150 million, bro. Like, this shit never crosses people's mind, and they keep voting her in. She's 80 plus years old, and she's running the United States of America's Congress. She's the chairwoman. But shit, I just want people, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, because where my mindset is right now, bro, it's either think big or go home. And I'm thinking big, and I have to reframe how I think about shit. This is why I'm bringing all this up to you, because I want you to, you're consistently growing your mindset, but I want you to even think bigger than that, because our end goal is something big, and it might seem foolish now, and a lot of the few people who are watching this are like, what the fuck is he talking about? But I just want to keep this in mind. Messaging is everything. No, if you haven't noticed, my messaging around women might have changed in terms of the details, but the overall goal has been consistent. I'm going to be a good man to my woman or the women who have my kids, and that's never changed. I'm never going to be abusive. I'm never going to be a shitty dad. None of that has ever changed. But if you listen to these politicians, those core principles they change like the fucking wind. What has our goal always been, bro? Growth, liberty, actually living a life worth living, and pursuing happiness in the process. Now, the way to get to those goals are consistently changing because we don't know what those actually. What does happiness even fucking mean, bro?
Yeah.
We don't know, but we're changing. But what's consistent about finding happiness? That we're actually pursuing happiness. The only thing these motherfuckers are consistent about is keeping us divided and getting that paycheck by insider trading. And since we're on this subject, the Congress just passed a law where all stock buybacks starting in 2023 will now have a 1% tax. And if this continues, just like with capital gains, with stocks themselves and dividends, before you know it, stock buybacks will be taxed like those two other things. And just the biggest thing, this country will always be divided until we can actually control our government in terms of how much we get taxed.
Yeah.
And next week, I'm going to actually get into the details about all the taxes we have, and you're going to be disgusted. How much of our taxes are taken out straight from the get-go, and then how much we're retaxed. When everything's said and done, even the luckiest people, they're ended up, unless they're very rich and they have smart accountants and they know how to work the system, everybody's getting taxed 50%. You just don't realize it. After sales tax, property tax, Social Security tax, which we're not even going to fucking see if they keep spending the money they're spending.
Yeah.
But none of this pisses people off, bro. I don't understand it. Why are you not mad?
Because they don't know it.
But they know it even if they don't. Like when you see a person,
They're used to it.
yeah, or they're too lazy.
Otherwise, they can't be mad at something that's just going to happen anyways.
But you remember when we saw nice cars in the hood? I'm talking about the Rolls Royce. I've never seen a Ferrari, but if I ever did see a Ferrari,
I've seen a Ferrari.
okay. What did you think they do? Do you think they did it the legal way or the way schools tell us to do it? Go to college, get a degree?
Oh, no. Probably not.
Okay.
Probably like investing or some shit.
Yeah, the path that they always teach you not to take. The risky path.
Yeah.
Or the quote-unquote legal way.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that make people mad? I don't understand it. The system is there. There's you follow it or
Paying
you don't.
for school is crazy. That's all I have to say. Paying for an education that you're supposed to have is fucked up.
You know what's even more fucked up? Paying for an education that doesn't teach you shit.
That too.
College is Do you want to say anything else? I know this was actually a very deep episode. I like that. I like it when you disagree with me.
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, well, this week's just, I'm frustrated, bro. I'm frustrated at myself. I'm frustrated at the world, and I can't blame anybody but myself, quite literally and figuratively. And it's just, there's two ways to go about it. I could be a little bitch and sulk and get depressed, quote unquote, and just say how much I hate my life, or I could be mad and bitter and just figure out a way to make the situation in my life better. So I'm gonna go with the latter.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can do it. Dude, I've had so much quote unquote depression. I can't have it anymore, bro. It's just I can't. I don't want to be that person anymore. It's just, dude, it sucks. And you can't blame anybody but yourself, because you get yourself in that mindset, and that's when you fuck yourself. Because once you're in the mindset, it's this freaking
Slippery slope.
yes, it really is. It really is. And the longer you're down that slippery slope, the harder it is to get back up, and the longer it takes to get back up. And there's no need for it.
Sure.
Take accountability. That's what I'm doing. I always take accountability, but now it's frustrating because I can't be depressed anymore. I used to take accountability after my depression. It's like, oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna go pout about it in my room for a day. Go on my emo mode. I don't wanna die.
It's all good. On that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and throw up the 5 Rhino Thruster. Number 1, go ahead and like this video. Number 2, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Number 3, go ahead and hit that bell for all of our notifications.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yay, yay. Number 4, go ahead and tap in with the share button, please. We are on social media, because this is a social media platform. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and locals, baby.
What?
Go ahead, baby. Hit that description and go ahead and tap over to locals so you can pop a couple coins and help us out. You feel me?
Yes.
Wink, wink. And number 5,
Nub.
Go ahead and comment below.
Can you imagine if somebody like started that instead of like the wink is like but with a nub?
Like losing a finger nub? Or
More like a hand. So it's just those
skin.
Yeah.
Or that. You know, go ahead and tap
And
subscribe.
they just put it all in your face and be like, yeah.
No. Don't disrespect me. I feel like that's just disrespectful. Don't disrespect me.
Would you be more disrespectful if it was the nub hand or the nub foot?
Nub foot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because then it might be clear access to the penis.
Then I gotta beat your ass. Not because you're disabled, but because you're disrespecting me.
And you saw his penis.
Yeah.
A man should only see another man's penis if it's welcomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean, in a non-homosexual
Or
way.
in a sports locker room.
Yeah, but I consider that being welcomed.
Yeah, true.
You go in, we're all men.
We all know.
Yeah. We got dicks.
Yeah. But other than that, guys, LLPH. Oh! Cadoodle.
LOPH, guys.
Well, since you already stuck around, go ahead and subscribe. Newest video. Most recommended. And our famous dick pic.